being good, I'm a bad bitch. I'm sick of motherfuckers trying to tell me how to live. Whack, hate under my pictures on the gram. You better hope I never run across your man. In the mall.
Hey Slayers, what's up? It's your girl Slayer V, and you are tuned in to another episode of Slayer V Podcast. Hey, y'all miss me? I know. They do. Listen, I know. I always say this, right? Don't judge me, guys. I know I always say it's a hiatus. I've been gone for a while, but for those that
with
know,
the jump off.
Ooh, been gone for a minute. I'm sorry. Got the squeaky voice of that day. She got me sued. This beautiful person that's sitting to my right or directly in front of me, technically, is Star. Hey. Listen, don't let that cuteness fool y'all, okay? This one right here, she packs a lot of power, all right? I'm just want to let y'all know. So before we even get into anything, let's just start with everything, okay? So this episode is called, and yes, guys, I have notes, okay? Because this is going to be juicy. So this episode is called Truth Is Mom Life. Life is hard and we don't always have our ish together. Okay. So let me tell you how the topic even came about. 2.5, okay? So this beautiful woman, I host meetings. Let me say it that way. I host meetings of the minds, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I said that right?
Yes.
Okay. I host meetings of the minds with individuals that feel like they want to connect with me, right? So this beautiful lady, I had a meeting with her, and prior to the meeting, she told me she wanted to start her own podcast. And I'm like, wait, whoa, Star wants to start. Wait, what? She doesn't even talk, right? But I'm like, I'm interested. So let's see where this goes. So she came to me fully prepared, honey, okay? She came with her hot pink folder, okay? She literally had her treatment. For those that do not know what a treatment is, okay? A treatment is basically your ideas of what you want to do for your particular project. Dotted I's and crossed T's, basically, at its simplest term, okay? Not only did she dot I's and cross T's, she was thorough, and she was open, and she was honest. And I enjoyed that about her. So this particular episode is really my guest host, creative mind on video, right? Because it was on paper first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, more about Star. I've known her since high school. We were high school friends, right?
Homeroom.
Oh, you took it back. What year?
Oh my God.
Was that freshman or sophomore?
Freshman year.
Freshman year, okay. And, you know, she was this quiet, meek, like, hi. And I'm like, hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Loud.
Everything. But we connected. And from homeroom, we just always stayed connected.
It's always been love. Always.
Because it's genuine.
Yeah.
That's that high vibration going on. You know, it gets a little, you know, the skin starts to go a little bit. It starts to get a little warm. But what I can say about Star is she's genuine. I can honestly, let me give you your flowers, okay? I'm going to let you talk, but I want to give you your flowers right quick. You are one of the most sincere, genuine women I know. Like, you are a phenomenal mom.
Thank you.
Great fiance, almost wife to be, okay? But you're supportive. You've always supported me from day one. And when it comes to support, it's like, you got me. If you support me, then you family for life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Right, wrong, and indifferent. But at the end of the day, she came to me and she like, I don't want to do the podcast. So I'm like, okay, you got the first part together. Let's see if she really want to do this. So I knew I was ready. Hello, Slayer V Podcast. We back at it, right? And I'm like, who better than the person that came to me prepared, honest, and open than Star? So here we go. This is why I chose her for this episode. So enlighten the people. Tell the people about you. I said what I said, but tell me about you. Let them know who you are.
Well, I'm Star. I'm a mom of 2. Mm-hmm. I work, but that's not it. Like, I don't want that to be the end all be all for my life. Like, I have made a bucket list and I'm just trying to check them shits off one by one.
Do it. Okay.
And so this is just the start of checking off them fucking boxes.
Won't he do it? God did.
God did.
Yes. God did, right? And so what is it about this bucket list? What makes your bucket list so important?
Being a mother, you tend to lose yourself. And I lost myself. I buried myself into my kids and dance class and cheerleading and all that shit. And at the end of the day, I just want to focus on me. I'm not knocking my daughters. They have their life.
Queen. Come on, queen.
You know? But at the end of the day, when my oldest goes off to college, it's like, what am I going to be doing?
Correct.
So now I'm trying to find my purpose in life.
Okay.
Step by step. I'm trial and error.
Okay.
Finding my purpose and what it is that God wanted me to do with the rest of my life. I'm 38 years old.
Okay. Not old, by the way. Please.
38 years young. Because baby,
queen.
your mother could never, okay? She could never.
I'm sorry. I got to clap for this lady. Because she's talking, she on my vibe. Your mother could never, your baby mother could never, your grandmother could never, your aunts could never.
So it's just about finding that purpose and being happy at the end of the day.
Preach.
Finding that peace.
Come on, queen. Listen, we're on the same vibe. You speak my language. First of all, the fact that you mentioned God tells me that you're a woman of purpose, period. And the fact that you even mention that you have a bucket list and you scratching that shit off, Liddy, okay? And I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And you literally scratched the first thing off your list. So you're winning. You're definitely winning, okay?
You just have that thing. Like, you always make me feel like I'm on cloud nine. Like, I could do anything.
You can.
You are like the epitome of a hype woman. Like,
oh, yeah.
You fucking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's real. Oh, it's real. You know what? I'm one of those. Let me tell you the type of friend I am. Okay? I'm the friend that if you call me my baby father or fuck my fiance because word is mine.
Let's go fucking jump him. You want to go jump him?
Yes.
Let's go.
And I'm like, friend, I'm coming. And you can call me 5 minutes later and be like, friend,
I'm back with him.
I'm going to fuck him, friend. And I'm like, friend, gonna fuck him, friend. Pop that pussy. Listen, I'm with everything my friend is on because I'm about what makes you happy. Yeah. Along the way, I will give advice if warranted and needed. But at the end of the day, it's solely about what you want. And I am proud of you once again for saying, yeah, I know this is what my kids want, but fuck that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because sometimes you got to remind yourself of who you are. I always say you're the center of your universe.
I'm not trying to be the chauffeur for the rest of my life, dropping off to work, dropping off to here, there.
Not the chauffeur.
What about me and my life and what I want to do?
Okay. All right. So did you tell them kids that?
Oh, yeah. My oldest is very supportive. My oldest is like, Ma, start your podcast. I'll be on the show. Like, I'll help you find people. Like, she's very supportive. Now, that youngest baby, she like, girl, you too old.
Oh, not old.
Oh, you too old.
Okay. Well, you know, I've been getting that old thing too, right? I've been getting that old thing too. And fuck them people.
Fuck them people.
Fuck them people. Fuck them kids. Fuck them. And I know, you know, people like, oh, Vanna, you on your podcast and you're cussing it. I'm grown as hell.
Right.
And I'm
And if you don't like it, don't listen.
Don't listen. Don't tune in. Or just put me on mute and still listen, but still subscribe.
Right.
Thank you.
Subscribe.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Slavery Podcast on YouTube, okay? And let's jump into it. Okay, let's jump into this subject. And okay, so I wanted to start off with talking about me and what I've been going through. Okay, if anyone that follows me know, I just had the most beautiful baby ever. Okay, her name is Dakota. She is 3 months old, and she's the most yummiest baby I've ever seen in my life. And I was with her dad, and everything was great. I thought he was the love of my life, right?
Your king.
My king. I called
him that faithfully.
This man king. You know what? Let me be honest with you. Going into, before I even met him, I said to myself, I'm gonna be submissive this time around because I'm always so dominant, right? I'm always the one. I make the rules. I do this. I do that. I said, you know what, God? I don't want to drive anymore. I want to sit in the passenger seat. So the next man that you bring along to me, right? Not the one that I find, the one that he finds, I'm going to be submissive. I'm going to be more attentive, right? More alert, more aware, and just really be into my man. Put him first, to make sure he knows he's the king, the provider, I went into, my next phase with that mindset.
Okay.
And long and behold, okay, wait, let me be honest. Also, along with the prayer, before the prayer, I said, God, I'm just looking for love. I feel like I don't have love. I feel like I have money, I have status, I have clout, all of this stuff. I just want love. I feel like there's not enough genuineness and love around me. So God said, okay, I'm gonna send you love. Boom. Here comes this guy. He's handsome. He's tall. He like, he's checking off the boxes. Boop, 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 right? And from our first date, which was amazing, we were together every day since. It was like a whirlwind. Like, honestly speaking, it was amazing, right? And then along the way, I had brain surgery.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
For those that do not know, I'm quite sure a lot of people don't know this about me. I got brain surgery back in last year. Last year, I believe that was June. And by the grace of God, I had a tumor on my brain. So let me just say that. I had a tumor on my brain. And by the grace of God, I didn't have to get open head surgery. They were able to remove the tumor through my nose. Won't technology do it? Yeah. God did, right? And he was there. Right?
I was going to ask you, like, how supportive was he? Because that would be scary.
When I say supportive, I mean, he slept there with me in the hospital. He would sleep with me and then go to work and then come back. Very attentive, very everything, okay? So I just knew this is the love of my life. This is the man I'm going to be with for the rest of my life.
That's
how can I not with this man with me by my bedside? I'm in ICU. Literally, it was real, guys. Like, I'm going to look at the camera. It was real, okay? I survived it. I made it through. I could walk, talk, see, drive. Everything. I could do everything. So I'm like, okay, God is good. That means my blessings is coming. Like, right. I'm going to be a mamiana. I'm going to be a wife. And I'm going to live happily ever after. Then along the way, we have to pay attention to signs. Okay?
Speak on it.
Because they be real, right? Them signs kind of hit you in the gut first.
Yes.
You be like, what? What's that? I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's just a little something.
Yeah.
That no mind.
Yeah. But then it happens.
Again and again and again.
Okay? And along the way, I'm like, well, it can't be nothing too bad, this gut feeling, because he's still caring and protective. So I gotta be, I'm missing something. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe my stomach hurt that day or those days.
Right.
Because that stomach was hurting often.
Yeah.
So long story short, we had this beautiful, I found out I was pregnant. Okay, I gotta tell a story. October of last year, I found out I was pregnant. I did not announce it until my birthday. Hello, I'm a star. Why would I not, set up a scene, okay? I was overjoyed. Everybody was happy for me. Everything is good.
And then
it was still good. gonna lie, it was still good. The baby shower was amazing. My pregnancy was so dope. I didn't get any symptoms. Can I say I'm the GOAT? Let me tell you why I'm the GOAT. I delivered my baby natural with no epidural.
Bitch, bye.
I'm gonna say that one more time.
Inject me, please.
I delivered my baby natural with no epidural. I won.
That's a strong woman right there, y'all.
You can't get more strength than no epidural in delivering the baby, thinking that your whole life is gonna.
Because I need them to pump me up, pump it all the way. Give me that button, because I can't do it. But
I did it. So now my baby is here and everything is all good again. But then something changed.
The baby came.
Oh, that's what it was?
The baby came.
So what does that mean? Could you elaborate on that? Because I don't know what that means.
I can tell you, I know 10 people, 10 women.
Okay.
Right now who are not with their first kid's father.
10?
10.
Off the rip.
Off the rip.
Okay. Elaborate.
It's something about that first child that everything happens. It's just like, oh, you have this wonderful baby shower. Oh, we're in love. You're taking maternity pictures and all of that. And he's telling you how happy he is and how great of a father he's gonna be. And then the delivery room. And then it's still exciting. It's like, oh, he's holding little Julio or
not Julio,
Maria. And it's like, oh, my baby. And then you go home and reality hits.
And what's the reality?
The reality is that motherfucker, you a father now. And so all of that shit that you was doing before, you got a kid now. I always tell people, when you have a baby, that man's life does not change. Your life change.
Oh.
You the one taking them to school. Ooh. You the one dropping them off at the babysitter. You the one going to the doctor's appointments. Back to school night, report card night. That's your fucking baby. That man, he's still going to the club. He's still going to the basketball games. He's doing all of that shit that he was doing before you had this baby. And that's it. That's your baby.
What do you mean?
That's your baby.
So he ain't got to do nothing?
He not gonna do nothing.
Oh, okay.
He not doing nothing. That baby crying, you getting up in the middle of the night and you changing that diaper and you giving them that formula and he rolling over like, babe, you got it.
Can I raise my hand? I can't speak for other people's, child's fathers. What mine did, he actually did get up in the middle of the night. He actually did change a lot of Pampers. No lie, he is the sole reason as to why my baby is on such an amazing schedule because, he does have other children. So, of course, he's experienced in that realm. I didn't know. So he really did help. The love that he has for his daughter is unconditional. I would never, ever take that away. But because I decided to walk away, it changed the dynamics of everything.
Hold up.
What happened?
You walked away.
Ha! She caught it.
You walked away.
Yeah, I did. I did. I broke generational curses with that. Did I not? I walked away from a beautiful, loving relationship up until the point, right? Because if I'm walking away, that means I cross T's and dot I's.
Right.
Before I will literally say to the man that I thought I was going to marry that I no longer wanted to be with him, I had to dot I's and cross T's because I had to make sure that this is the best decision for not only me, but for her. Now, people will say leaving your child's parent, in our case, the dad, because in some cases, it's the dad that takes care of the children. So let's not make this a male bashing baby father moment. Because it's not. I'm going to look in the camera. It's really not a male bashing moment.
It depends.
It's a case by case situation.
Thank you.
That's what it is. Okay. So for me, as loving as it was, I realized he was wearing a mask. Okay. I feel like when we met, he showed me the representative.
He showed you what you wanted to see.
The representative, right? I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm going off from that. But I can't really blame it on him. I have to blame it on me.
Because
right?
you told him what you wanted.
Correct. You have to set expectations in relationships.
Yeah,
am I right now? Am I wrong?
But when you start telling them what you want,
yes,
they gonna tell you what you want to hear, and they're gonna give you that. Like I had a guy who literally told me, like, I know you got a daughter, and I want to be, her stepfather, and I want kids. I don't have no kids, and all of that. All of that.
Okay, sounds great.
It sounded.
I heard stepfathers do it better,
baby. They do. They do. Shout out to my baby.
Okay.
They do.
Okay.
All right. But it took some time. But listen, I don't want to give you the rundown so that you could just sit there and say, all right, she said she wanted a father for her daughter, and she said she wanted to get married.
Be a checklist.
Nigga, it ain't no checklist. Just do the shit.
Like Nike.
Do it.
Okay. All right. Let me play devil's advocate. Because as many...
I'm sipping. You ain't sipping.
Yes, I am. You're a lie. Satan, I rebuke thee. Come on, let's sip. Let's cheers. Come on. Toast to the good life. Let's play devil's advocate. Because yes, there are a lot of fucked up baby fathers or messed up baby fathers. This is my podcast. I'm a cuss. But a lot of these baby mothers ain't shit neither.
You right. And can I tell y'all? I wasn't shit.
Oh, did you just admit
I wasn't shit.
Be honest and tell me what you mean by you wasn't shit.
So basically, he gave me a baby. He basically said, I gave you what you wanted. You wanted a baby. I gave you the baby.
Correct.
He had mommy issues.
Ooh.
And so when we started out, he was 16, I was 14. I didn't know what mommy issues were. Correct. I just thought that him and his mother's relationship was pretty fucked up. But who am I to say? Like, correct. Whatever.
Correct.
But as time went on, I noticed that, it's a lot going on here. So then when my oldest was born, I started to see he can't give her or I what we need because he didn't have the shit growing up. His mother wasn't there for him. His father wasn't there for him. Okay. So he battled with a lot. Okay. And then it's like, now I got this baby who's going to require a lot.
Correct.
And I don't have it to give. See, I was fucked up because at the time, my thing was, it was all about me and my baby.
Okay.
So the fact that you not giving us what we need, then I can go elsewhere and I'll find someone who can fucking replace you.
Okay.
And I did.
So did you give him a fair shot at being a great
dad? Yeah. And then I said, look, we can't be together no more. And it was fine.
Okay.
I didn't even put him on child support. I said, look, we had an equal agreement.
Correct.
Between him and I.
Correct.
This is how it's going to go. We're not going to put the white man in this.
Correct.
We're going to handle this shit because, look.
Correct.
We can do this.
Correct.
And everything was fine.
Until
he started seeing someone else who had 2 kids.
Oh.
White woman.
Oh.
And then it's like, once my daughter voiced how she felt, and she felt like she wasn't loved by her father, now I gotta step in.
Correct.
So now you're gonna hear my mouth.
Okay.
And it's not gonna be good.
Okay.
And so that's where we were for a long time. It was just like I was angry because she deserved better than that.
Correct.
And you not giving her that.
Correct.
But now I don't hate that man. I wish him all the best. If it wasn't for him, I would not have this amazing fucking daughter. Like Sanai is amazing. And I love her.
That's so
and
awesome.
she's not even upset that her father's not in her life.
Okay, let me say something with that. It's not necessarily that she's not upset. I wouldn't even feel comfortable speaking for her. Exactly.
She hurts, Vanna.
Because at the end of the day, children need both parents.
Yes.
Like, honestly speaking, whether you guys are together or not, children really do need both parents because it helps them to thrive.
Right.
It helps them to know, like, I'm not alone out here in this world. Like, I have both parents that birthed me, that love me. So that's huge. So we're not gonna speak for her no more.
Right.
We're gonna let her tell her. We're gonna let her tell you how she feel, because I think sometimes parents do that too.
Yeah.
Right. Because we feel how we feel about the situation. We kind of put that on the kid, and the only reason why I could say that is because growing up, I remember that happening to me. Like, I tell people all the time, I'm born and raised from the projects. Alabama Projects, Dog Pound, Alexander Hamilton Development, just in case if y'all want to know what it meant, right? I got the tats to prove it, I promise you, right? Even though I lived in a project star, I was raised like the Cosbys, right? I had my mom, my dad, my two sisters. My dad was a breadwinner. My mom stayed home, cook, clean, do all this stuff. And then somewhere it went left, right? Yeah. So up until I was about 13, 14, that's when my dad left. And no matter what my mother would say about my father was still awesome to me.
Yeah.
He ain't shit. He ain't coming. He's not gonna call you. You're not gonna get that laptop you wanted. I did get my laptop. I'm still feeling some type of way about my laptop, okay? But no matter what she said about him, my dad was still awesome in my eyes. Even though he wasn't physically there anymore, he was still awesome. So that's why I'm saying to you, like, just because you feel the way you feel, allow her to feel the way she feel. If she thinks the world of him, allow her to.
But she doesn't, V. That's the thing. Like, she had a sweet 16 this past year.
Yes.
I said, Sanai, you want to invite your dad? She was like, no.
Because
Father's Day comes, she giving me a shout out on IG. I'm like, but you have a father. She's like, where he at though?
You know what? To the men out there that, in the women, excuse me, thank you, Spirit. To the men and women out there that don't see the significance and the importance
of being in your
child's life,
especially your daughter.
No, both children.
Both kids.
Because men actually need both parents more. Because women, we could kind of like I don't know. It's like biologically we just know how to just make something work.
Yeah, but
our boys don't. Our men don't. So that's why in our situations, right, with our children's fathers, we know their situations, right? You just said that. His mom wasn't really there, his dad, so he didn't have guidance. Right. So who am I to judge him or them for not having guidance? Right. However, you still know what's right and what's wrong. Internally, like inside of your body, you know what's right and what's wrong. You know that I did help to conceive this child. Yeah. So once this child is here on earth with us, I have to provide. Right. Sucks to be you to those women and men that don't provide for their children, because it's a huge disservice. And when I say provide, I'm not only talking about monetary. I'm talking about time. I'm talking about attention. I'm talking about schoolwork, and I'm talking about sweet 16s or daycares. I'm talking about all of that. So I'm saying all that to say, because you said life is hard and we don't always have our ish together. So what about that truth? What's the truth in that? What part of don't you have together?
Raising a child is hard. Being a single mother is hard.
It is.
Okay. And for years, I didn't have it together. I didn't know when, she started flaking up at the top. Like, I'm like, what is that? And they like, oh, that's cradle cap. I'm like, so what do we do with it? What do we do with it?
Yes.
I didn't know that when she has gas, like, it could be the formula. Like, I'm figuring all of this stuff out on my own.
At how old?
At 22.
At 22. Okay. So imagine being actually, thank you. Let's get this man credit. With me in the very beginning, because remember, she's only 3 months, right? Okay. Let me say it this way. It's not hard to me. It's challenging, but it's not hard. Because I have God.
But you've had you've grown. You've had time to grow. I was growing with my daughter.
Thank you for saying that.
I was growing with her. We were growing. We are people think besties. I'm crazy because I say like that's my best friend.
Correct.
And they like that's your fucking daughter. And I'm like, yeah, but she's the only person that I trust.
Exactly. She's loyal.
Everything.
She's trustworthy.
Yes.
I could depend on her.
Yes.
I could talk to her. So yes, that's your bestie, and it's okay for that to be your bestie.
Because we grew up together.
Correct. See, with me, I didn't have to grow up with my daughter. By the grace of God, God gave me my baby when he knew I was ready, right? Because I am an adult. I'm grown. I'm established. I can handle it.
Right.
But I'm grateful that I can handle it alone. I don't want to do it alone, though, Sar.
Right.
I don't
Nobody
like it.
does.
I don't like it. I feel like it's corny. I feel like it's whack. I feel like, how dare you come into my life and everything was all good and fine, and then you present me with the representative, and then you show your true colors, and because I gotta stand in my power and say, no, you're not gonna talk to me like that, no, you're not gonna do me like that, this ain't right.
Right.
We not on the same level. And when I say level, I'm not talking about money.
Right.
I'm not talking about status. I'm not talking about social class. I'm talking about energy. I'm gonna say that again. I'm talking about energy. When people say you're not on my level, let me educate everyone. I'm going to look at the camera. Let me educate you guys. When someone says you're not on my level, most of the time they talking about frequency, energy, like you with that stuff that I'm not a part of anymore. And because you're a part of that and I'm not a part of that, it don't sit well with my energy. So I have to remove myself. As much as I love you, as much as I thought you was the greatest, as much as I felt like you were a provider and a protector, you don't match my energy. So in that moment, I had to make a decision. Like, all right, Vanna, do you stay in this energy that you're not comfortable in? And you don't know how long you're going to be in it. You don't know what's to happen because it's not getting better. It's getting worse. Or do you say, you know what? Let's be an adult about it.
And make a run for it.
No. I didn't make a run. Let me tell you what I did. I politely sat him down. We rolled a blunt.
Oh, look at you.
Okay. We sat down. We smoked.
You're such an adult.
Aren't I? Okay. We rolled. We sat down like adults. And I said, you know what? This not working. We're not on the same page anymore. I think we should just separate.
What was his response?
Okay.
What's his sign?
He's an Aries.
Ugh.
We're not gonna do this.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
You know,
maybe another time.
Okay. But he said, okay. So in my head, you're fine with the decision. If I'm letting you know we having a, remember we vibing. Yeah. Just how me and you are talking. This is how him and I were talking. So if you saying okay, I'm like, okay, he's fine with the separation. Okay, so you're gonna go your way, I'm gonna go mine, but we're gonna come together in terms of co-parenting, right? So long story short, the co-parenting went from co-parenting one day to no more co-parenting.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, Sanai hasn't seen her dad since 2022, so 2018.
Come on, Star. No, you're lying.
No, he came to a birthday party that I had for her at Urban Air, and that was it.
Wow.
That was it.
No calls, no texts, no nothing?
No. Once she started explaining that, look, I don't feel loved by you. And I want to know why. Like, why aren't you like other fathers that I see?
Correct.
And he couldn't answer it. So he would say that she chose to not come around
Wait, he put it on a daughter.
Huh?
Is it when you say she? Who's the she?
Sanai.
Oh, that the daughter didn't come to him.
He would say that, right? Like she wasn't reaching out. She didn't want to come by, but she's a kid, and that was her response. I don't have to call you. You should call me because I'm still a child.
All right, but I understand. And I'm play devil's advocate just for a moment. I get it because when it comes to, I'm trying to help the men. I really am, guys. Like, we gotta make this quick, but I'm really trying to help the men because in certain situations, I kind of sort of understand what he means. Okay, because love, respect, communication is a two-way.
Right.
Thing. And I get it. He is the adult. She is the child. So the connection should be there regardless. But remember, it's kind of hard because you say he is raising 2 other kids. It's not his. So that
and another child by somebody else.
Oh, okay. I can't save you, sir. Sorry. Whoever Star's baby father is, I just tried to save you.
Okay. So now it's just like Sanai has built this wall up about herself, and it's just like I'm dope.
Okay.
I'm fly.
Okay.
I'm beautiful. I'm smart.
Okay.
And I thank my mother for all of that.
Okay.
And when I become
who I know I'm gonna become,
then that's like, please don't come later, because I'm gonna be like, sir, I have no time.
And you know what? It might change. Because feelings change,
hope it does,
and people change, and that's what forgiveness is
I'm
about.
38 years old, and I know how it feels to not have a dad. And even at 38, like it
still hurt. It's a little sting.
It definitely does.
All right,
and I don't want her to feel that way.
And with time, things pass. But what's next for Star?
Whew.
Let's put this about you, because we done talk about them kids, we done talk about them baby fathers, right? But what's next for Star?
Right now, I'm on something that's major. Hopefully by November I'll be able to share with everybody.
Okay.
It's a secret, but
it's okay. It's okay. Keep it tucked. Some things you gotta keep tucked close.
Other than that, hopefully in the near future I'll be doing my own podcast. But thank you, Vanna, for having me on your show.
Of course.
I appreciate you.
Why wouldn't I? Like, it was only right to do it this way. You understand? For you to tell me, let me tell you what made you unique and what made you special. You came to a woman that has a podcast and said, I want to do a podcast. That takes a lot of fucking guts. I just want to be honest. That takes a lot of guts, Star. Because me, I see myself as, everybody sees me because I have my podcast on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. They just think I know all these like famous people, and I'm like so well connected.
Yes.
Low key, high key, I am. But for you to come to me and really be that honest and open, like, no, V, I want to do what you doing, but in my own way, I tilt my crown to you, my love, because you did the damn thing. Okay, how did you feel? How do you feel?
This was amazing.
It was amazing.
This was amazing.
I'm so happy. Fun. I'm so happy.
I came in here nervous, but I'm like, nah, I got this shit.
You rock this shit, girl. When I say you got this, come on, fist round. Okay? You did the damn thing. I'm so proud of you. I know popped your podcast,
yes,
Cherry.
You did.
I'm just
you
saying,
definitely did.
I threw you to the wolves.
You did.
And guess what? You came out with a motherfucking me. Okay? Clap for her. Clap for her. So, to end this episode, what I want to let people know is you can walk away. Men or women, right? Because we're not going to just downplay the men.
Right.
If you're in a relationship with someone and you just know, like, new baby. Let's hook to baby mother. I just want to real quick. I swear I'm going to make this fast,
listen.
Guys. Wait, let me just get this out. Baby mothers or fathers that are raising small children. If you are not happy with your significant other, with your wife, with your husband that you just had this child by, and you exhausted all possibilities, right? Because we're not just going to walk away just to walk away.
Right.
We're going to try to make it work. We're going to compromise. We're going to do. But if you did you did everything on that list to make it work and it ain't working, walk away. Slayer V did. Okay? And this is not no shade to the father of my child, okay? Because I'm always gonna
Because
love
you
him.
learned something.
I'm always gonna have love for him because he helped me get my beautiful child. But the lesson is, which I learned, is to walk away.
Yeah.
Because your peace, your energy, your time, your mental space, your zen matters.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not happy, nothing else around you could go right.
Because when I was angry and bitter, baby, my daughter felt that.
But let me tell you what Nicki Minaj said, and I'm going to leave it with this. Nicki Minaj said, a true bad bitch ain't weak or bitter. And on that note, I just want to say, continue to tune in to Slayer V Podcast. I will be posting podcast episodes weekly, guys. Yay! It will be weekly. We will be having, remember I told you guys we're going to do our live calls. That will be implemented. And don't think I went away with the live events because it definitely...
Bring them back.
Hit that shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sued. But yes, it is coming back. Everything will be done in time. It will be consistent. And Slayers, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
And if you like this, please... she'll have me back again.
Yes.
Hopefully.
No, ain't no hopefully. And I did tell her, guys, for those times, let's just say if I know I have to record, but maybe I have something. Star might be the face, guys. Star might be doing, Slayer V, podcast, guest, starring, hosting, Lord. Because, I'm only one person. And I'm in my boss mode. And I have
in
so
her
much
bag,
going
y'all. She in her bag.
I'm in my Goyard bag.
Get 'em.
But guys, I just want to say, continue to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning into Slayer V Podcast. Bye.
Being good, I'm a bad bitch. I'm sick of motherfuckers trying to tell me how to live. Wax hate under my pictures on the gram.